everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to be planning out June 12th through June 18th in my Plum paper vertical priorities. I'm going to be using kit, what is this, 23 from Nicole Hutch Designs. I pretty much grabbed all of it. She had like an incredible sale a few weeks back, and I've just kind of been hanging on to it. I have so many pieces of this that I will more than likely use a lot of it in my daily planner, but I think I'm also going to probably just gravitate more towards these journaling kits. I've shared with you guys, I'm just, in that journaling kit era. I really like them. They just work so well in different planners, and she just gives you, like, if you get the everything of hers, like the bundle with all of the kits and stuff, you just get so many pages in here that's definitely going to last you multiple weeks. Plus, I'm in an A5 size planner, so these are not all going to fit. And I think for the headers, just to jump right in here, I am going to use the sort of these brush stroke looking ones. I really like how these look, but now I have so many of these headers, I'm probably going to use this kit several times over the next couple of months through the summer months. And I know it's like Father's Day week, and I could have picked a more Father's Day like kit, but I just was like, no, I want something bright and fun for summer. So yeah, that will be awesome. So this past week was quite eventful. I'm not even sure when this video that I'm filming right now is going to go up because I am behind with uploading. As I've said, and you guys have been following along, we are moving, and we are just like deep in the moving and projects type of stuff. So I was supposed to have a video go up on Friday. We ended up painting our bedroom, our primary bedroom, and that took like a long time, and I'm honestly still recovering from all of that because I don't know, there's just like, you use very different muscles when you paint. And let me tell you something, we went to the grocery store today and I immediately grabbed like a giant bag of Epsom salts because I intend on like soaking in the tub later, because that's how uncomfortable it is. Like, I feel like I may have actually strained a muscle in my leg. It sounds so weird, but I think it was when I was getting up and down from the ladder multiple times, because we have a tray ceiling in our bedroom, and we also redid like all the trim as well. So and I think, just all of that kind of up and down motion, it was a lot, and it adds up. And by Saturday afternoon, I was like, yeah, I can barely move. This is so fun. I just realized how many date covers come on this sheet. So I used one set. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All on one sheet. That's so incredible. All right, got that down. Now let's focus on the washi strips. Obsessed with these. They are so freaking pretty. So I think for the bottom edge, I'm going to use the thinner one. And then I'll probably use this thicker purple one across the top, just because on the area where I'll have more writing space, that's where I'm going to want to have the thinner washi, so I can actually have space to use the lines that I'm going to write on. And again, I love journaling kits. I can't say enough about them. It's probably my favorite thing that's sort of come out in the planner community recently. I feel like it started more for, literally journaling, and then, folks just started using it in their everyday planners, and I love seeing it. Although I keep looking at this page and I'm like, okay, but this is also awesome. Like, I could go that way. I could use this bigger one right here. I kind of want to cover up the calendar. I never need a mini calendar. I always feel like it's 50-50 on the mini calendar. You guys will have to let me know your thoughts on the mini calendar, but I just don't need it. Okay, I think I'm going to stick to my original plan, and this week just focus on using the thick washi all the way across. Or for this week, I'll probably just leave the mini calendar anyway and just let it have its moment. It's just not my thing, and I feel like some people are like, I heavily rely on it, which I get it. You have to do what works for you. I don't really rely on it. In my daily planner, which I'm currently using the A5 Daily Duo, I feel like I've forced myself to rely on it, because now I highlight the current week that we're in with like just a gray highlighter, or even like the gray dot marker. But again, it's not something that I really reference. I'm not really sure Why in the daily anyway, why they need it every day. Just a question on the, you know, design side of things. All right, I know one of these sheets has a weekend sticker. It's this one right here. This is like such a functional sheet. I love it. I kind of want to put the Hello Weekend right here. I see so many people do that and I love it so much. So I'm gonna do what other folks do because I think that looks so good. I also think I grabbed, yep, the sheet with the skinny washi. And you guys know I always love when I can put skinny washi across the bottom here. This seems like a lot of decor, but it's really not. Again, I'm trying to be smart with how I'm using the space and still leaving a lot of writing space for myself. And yes, I have got coffee very close by. It has been that kind of day. Okay, so like I said, we got the painting done for the primary bedroom, and we have one last room to paint. I truly thought that we could do it this weekend, and then we quickly realized just our bedroom is so big. It takes a lot of paint. And honestly, we never painted it before, so it literally just still had like that contractor paint. Which is like primer. It's literally like primer, and it felt like when you were painting it, it was just soaking into the wall. It was the weirdest thing. It looks fantastic, but we also did all the trim, the windowsills, all of that stuff, even the door frames. You don't realize how after nearly 9 years, those things just get worn, or, you know, some of the paint will get worn off, that kind of thing. So it needed some TLC. That's for sure. All right, so I will typically put like work schedules up here, and I think I'm going to do the same, just depending on what stickers we have to work with here. Like I said, there's a lot of sheets. I'm halfway tempted to use this one and just make them match to the header of each day because I think that would look really, really cute. So I'll put that and then the weather down for each day of the week, minus Saturday and Sunday. I typically don't worry about the weather on the weekends, even though it kind of can affect how the weekend goes because we might not be able to get lawn work done and things like that. And of course, the pen that I'm using this week is the Zebra Blend in 0.7. This one is just the gray body. I've heard you can get them in all kinds of colors now. I'm super excited about that. So definitely order more, probably once we move, because right now I should not be ordering anything. Okay, so work schedule is in. I'm loving the way that this looks. My goodness. Now I'm going to put in the weather. While I'm putting in the weather, let me update you on Texas House ongoings because that's always fun. So on, I think it was Friday, the internet was supposed to be turned on. Turns out the neighborhood that we have was recently, they just got the, what is it called? Like the high-speed internet, the fiber. They got that put in, I want to say like 45 days ago. Well, miraculously, they skipped over our house with laying the wire. And honestly, I don't really know if that's true either. Like, did they skip over, or was it because the house wasn't sold? So maybe they wanted to see what the owners, i.e. us, wanted. But anyway, so our appointment was kind of like wasted because they had to get like a different crew out to come back out and deal with all of that. So now there's still no internet. So that's been fun. And then on Saturday, our bedroom furniture was supposed to get delivered. That also, like, we kind of knew something was up because we ordered bedroom furniture from Ashley Furniture, as we have in the past, have always had a great experience. And, you know, you're supposed to get like a call like 24 or 48 hours before, like whether or not your furniture delivery is still as scheduled or with a more narrowed down delivery time. And I didn't get a call. Jesse didn't get a call. So he's like, what the heck? I'm going to call the store. Phone just rings and rings and rings. We did have a contact at the store who gave us her card. We called her and she happened to be out on vacation. So that kind of sucked that we bugged her on her vacation. But she did let us know that there was an issue because I need more coffee for this story. Hang on. Whew, okay, she let us know that there would be an issue because their system had recently gone down. It also affected their phone line. I think it was within the last like 12 hours or so of that phone call. So no contact with anyone at the store. He had to wait till the store opened. It was like 10 o'clock in the morning. And when the store opened, they realized like something really bad had happened to their system. Fast forward a couple days later, it turns out that they actually, their system was hacked. And while they still had the orders, they couldn't actually figure out their status until the system was up and running. Because again, I get it. I work in logistics. That would affect inventory to reorder things that had already been ordered or may already be on their way, yada, 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 all that stuff. So no furniture on Saturday. And this was just bedroom furniture. But anyway, so that kind of situation kind of went back and forth. I mean, it's Sunday now, and they are still trying to figure out if in the next like 48 hours or so, they can get everything completely up and get us our order, because it's on its way. It's just the order of things that need to happen that they need to get figured out. It's a kind of a mess. So I feel bad because the last couple of days have just kind of been a wash for making any progress there, but I feel like I've made a lot of progress here. So aside from painting and things like that, and now I'll actually like move forward to doing something else other than just talking. This week's videos are going to be full of nothing but plan with me's, because I have videos from last week that need to be put up. I have now the video that I'm filming that needs to get put up, so I'm gonna get it together. I also kind of sort of want to do a review of the seasonal surprise box, because I bought it. I bought the Erin Condren seasonal surprise box. Was not going to, but now I did, and it came, and I have thoughts. So that might be a video this week too, instead of like just doing a bunch of plan with me's, or I'll do the plan with me and a bonus seasonal surprise box thing. Stay tuned. So we know that a plan with me is going up on Monday. Which week is going up? I don't know, because I still have last week's plan with me to go up. So again, just patience, please. And I also have a daily plan with me that I want to get up as well. So we may just do all of it this week. That's how I'm feeling like it's gonna go. We shall see. If you're like me, I love watching these videos in the background while doing other things. I may not necessarily be sitting at my desk. I recently just binged a bunch of Cindy's videos because I was going through my closet for what feels like the 5th time to get rid of clothes that I either know that I'm not going to wear, that I know don't fit anymore, those kinds of things. And yeah, let me just tell you, you know what? I might put this on Thursday because I have a feeling that I'll be able to get that seasonal surprise box out for you guys as well. Fingers crossed. I'm like, I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up. I'm tired of saying I'm gonna have videos up, and you know, life is just lifing right now, like on a steroid type level for me. So, you know, I'm trying to be patient with myself, and I'm not doing a very good job. Let me tell you that much. Not doing a great job. All right, I think I'm gonna put some to-do lists for this week for a couple of reasons. One, I just kind of want to fill up the pages. I'm just being honest. I just kind of want to fill up the page. And sometimes I just gravitate more towards, I'm also going to try to cover up this line. But a lot of times I'll just gravitate towards my weekly, because that's where all the plans are. You know, I don't want to pretend to have other things going on when I don't. So, or that I'm using a planner that I may not be reaching for. Like, I'm 3 days behind in my daily. Am I going to go back and fill it in? I honestly have no idea. Everything in my soul wants me to, but my time constraints are like, girl, you do not have time for that. What are you doing? All right, I think on Friday I'm going to do a shorter checklist because we do have Friday Night Live. Basically, this week is going to be ultra content heavy. Let me just tell you. And hopefully the algorithm loves me for it, because I have been struggling even with getting things posted on Instagram. Like, I am not at my desk taking pictures all the time. It's just not where my focus is right now, and that's totally okay. All right, let's do something fun for Friday Night Live, because this is a really special one, you guys. This is going to be the last one that I have in this house. I'm not gonna lie, I do mention it often because it's kind of tough, you know. I've loved the fact that I started so many things with my business here in this house, and I'm extremely excited for the new chapter that we are entering. It's just, I'm also a nervous wreck, not gonna lie, also a nervous wreck. Let's put a checklist for Tuesday as well, because let's be real, we gotta get some things done. All right, all the whoop, that's not in there. All the checklists are in. I think I'm not going to fill the weekends with checklists because that's going to be kind of weird. All right, 7 p.m. is Friday Night Live over on Instagram. If you've never caught one, it's a good time. Trying to figure out the format for this one. Maybe doing like a walk down memory lane kind of thing. I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do it because a lot of my office is already packed up, and I've kind of been like packing and purging like planner things all at the same time because it's honestly how it has to happen for me. But I think we can still talk about, you know, some of the more fun things. All right, so a couple of other things that I want to put in here is that I have to give Bruiser medication every day. I swear on one of these pages I saw some really cute, I guess we could just use the little dots, but I thought that there were some cute little flags. This is what happens when you have too many sheets of stickers. Here they are. These little floral flag things, which have me wanting to cut this. So we took Bruiser to the vet. If you caught the last Friday Night Live over a week ago, I talked about his health status. If you don't know who Bruiser is, that is our 15-year-old Chihuahua that we rescued somewhere around the age of 10. They told us a whole different story about how old he is, and that's totally okay. You know, a lot of rescues do what they have to do to get dogs adopted, and I'm definitely not judging them. Anyway, Bruiser is blind, and he developed like an infection in one of his eyes. Infection is probably not the right word, but his eye was extremely irritated, and he had to be put back on drops. He's been on these drops before. What is it? Friday will make the 2 weeks, so hopefully by then we can stop them. But his eyes are extremely sensitive, you know, and oftentimes what'll happen is he'll bump into things and it causes irritation, and he has to go back and get put on these eye drops. It's kind of been a mess. Anyway, so that's what these little dots are going to be for, so let me get these in here really quick. Now, on a lighter note, we also had a situation where he's getting a little bit older, so he has some incontinence that he's dealing with, and we put together, thanks to TikTok, I'll try to see if I can insert a photo right here, but we created like a little playpen area for him so he has more room to roam, but also has a controlled space with pads if he has an accident, because the vet was like, well, you just might have to crate him, you know, which I don't crate our dogs ever. We have crates just in case, but like honestly, Brody's, I think we gave away years ago, he just never gets crated. Bruisers we've had, because at times we have crated him like for half an hour, but now it was getting to the point where because of the incontinence, we've had to crate him overnight and or while we're gone at work. And that's a really long time for an elderly dog, especially with hip issues. And we felt like the crate was too confining and it just wasn't fair to him. So I got like this little playpen situation. He has room for his bed, room for toys, room for water if we wanted to put water in there, and then room for pads in case he has no option but to go there. So I'm kind of excited about it because I feel like while it's going to take time for him to adjust, I was like, let's do this now before we move to a new house and he has to deal with a new house and a new resting space, and that can be really overwhelming. So we've kind of been doing it a little bit at a time. Last night we just kind of put him in the space and just kind of watched him. We just stayed in the room, reassured him that everything was okay, because again, he's blind. You put him in a new space and he's trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So yeah, that's a little update on our little Bruiser man, but he is doing really, really well. Okay, all of that stuff is in, and then on Saturday is when we are going to paint. Actually, we're going to do it on Sunday. That's right, because his last day at his job is on the 17th. So let's get a fun... Actually, let's just do this little fun bubble circle thing, but that'll be fun. It'll be the last room in the house that we have to paint. The only other areas that we have to paint are like just trim in certain areas. I kind of want to repaint our fireplace area. We've had like a sound bar and other things that have been literally sitting on top of the fireplace for years and years and years. And even when we wipe it, it's just not as fresh and nice. Again, we're just prepping this house to immediately put it on the market like the day after we move. Oh, and I completely messed up that. Let's see if I can't fix that. It should be paint. Nathan's room. I don't know. That P looks pretty bad. All right, let's find some of the icons because we need to. All right, I could have sworn she had like a paintbrush on her sheets, but I think I ordered just paintbrushes, and I'll have to find those some other time. All right, so we need to do groceries, and that's probably going to happen first thing on Sunday. I probably should have put that first. All right, and then on Saturday, we're definitely going to do some cleaning and then more packing. And that's kind of big, but I think that'll be okay. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it just started thundering like crazy. I think it's about to storm really bad. It did get significantly darker. I know you guys probably can't tell, but whoo, it got dark. Okay, so some of the things that I need to get done and put on these to-do lists is on Thursday. So when I leave work, I will typically pass by the Lowe's where we get our paint. And since I work from home on Friday, that's why I go to Lowe's on Thursday. So I will need to buy more paint, and then I'm going to buy more boxes for packing. They come in like a 25 pack. You can buy them individually as well, but I've been buying them in batches of 25. I did buy, this is a little tip if you are moving anytime soon and you have like quite the hefty planner space, I did purchase some of the heavy duty boxes just because when you're packing up a lot of like notebooks and planners, those are like books and they weigh a lot more, and I feel a lot more confident in the heavy duty boxes for the majority of the stuff in my office than I do the regular boxes. So I purchased about 10 of the heavy duty that should take care of everything in my office that's heavier, and then for the rest of the house it's all like just the standard boxes. All right, and then the rest of what I need to do is just make sure that the trash is taken out, and then I'll add anything else that needs to be added. Typical Friday things are just to water my plants. I am going to end up donating a lot of my plants to a local nursery literally right down the road from us. I just need to confirm that probably this weekend. I'll try to make arrangements to do that. I will be keeping one plant, and it's literally a plant that was given to me when we moved here to Georgia. So I feel like it's only right that that plant comes with us. Okay, let's go back to Monday because I just like doing things completely out of order. Monday, we are going to wash towels. I need to follow up with the roofer because they are also going to be replacing our window screens, and that's the last bit of the repairs that have to be done from the storm that hit our house a few weeks ago. And then I'm going to make sure that we Roomba. Listen, the Roomba discussion in our house has been a hot topic. Our new house is all one story and zero carpet. I have yet to find a Roomba that can handle that size of a house, and I'm not sure I want to have multiple Roombaing throughout the house. So I have this like dream vacuum in mind if there could ever be such a thing, and it is a Dyson. I feel like anytime I bring up Dyson, everyone's like, oh my God, Dysons are crap. I've had my good and bad experiences with Dyson, but there's this particular one that I like because it has all of the features that I would like to include, like a light across the front so that you can see the hair. Our floors are lighter in the new house. It's going to be harder to see dog hair. Among that, it also comes with 2 batteries. It's wireless, which is perfect because, again, having to plug in and unplug a vacuum over and over and over again, very first world problem, but it's also high-key annoying to keep stooping over to plug something in and out. Anyway, so we're thinking of getting this Dyson. I'm kind of like setting aside money for it, but I posted something on my Instagram stories, and there were people that were 2 groups of people, right? There were people who were like, absolutely, yes, I have that one. It's great, especially if you have pets, which is us. And then there were people who just like berated Dyson in my DMs. I don't know. Whenever we had an issue with our previous Dyson, they were more than accommodating. In fact, they even replaced our battery. It's interesting. So, but I know not everyone has the same experience, so it's fine. All right, let's put a little trash day sticker now that I've talked my ear off about a vacuum that you guys probably don't care about. All right, I'm not sure I have anything planned just yet for Monday and Tuesday, so I'll wait to fill those in. Let's get some of these habits in. It's starting to pour really, really hard now. Oh my gosh, it's getting crazy. All right, so definitely want to do medication and vitamins. Still need to focus on the water. So I want to do 80 ounces of water each day, and then 7+ hours of sleep. I am happy to report that the sleep department is going fantastic. Oh my God, at least 7.5 per day. And I have not had that in a very, very long time. I've really worked on the habit of, putting down my phone at a certain time, making sure all notifications are off, turning down the lights in our room, that sort of thing. And then just at a certain time, I am like, okay, whatever you're doing, just stop. It's time to go to sleep. And it's really been working. And I'm finally starting to feel like that exhaustion that I had while I'm still very tired, because I have like every medical issue under the sun going on. It's not as bad as it was a few weeks ago, where I could like barely hold my head up. I was like, this is awful, but it has gotten better. So last week I was putting like pack 1 box, and that was going to be 1 box per day. But now we're going to ramp it up to pack 2 boxes. And the majority of that will probably come from my office, because all I've done so far are the shelves in my office, not a lot of like the drawers and things like that. And when I look at the calendar, I realize that I only now have this week, and then we head into July, and this is not this week because this is a copy of the previous week, but this is the week that we move. And I'm like, we don't have many weekends left or days left to pack. Like, now we can say that the countdown is truly on, and our focus just needs to shift a little. All right, so that is it so far for this week's Plan With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me and just kind of me catching you guys up and just chit-chatting about life, pets, all of those things. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are already subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.